All right, let's look at number 10. Now, I'm just going to use the calculator method just to go a little bit quicker. So, math number 9 GCD of 16. So put your first number, comma, then your second number, and that's going to just be 8. So, we're going to divide both of these by 8. Always start out with the number value. 16 divided by 8 is 2. And so BC squared plus 24 divided by 8, which is 3BC. Now, let's look at the letters. They both have a B and a C, and they only have, both definitely have just one of each. Now, this one has one left over C. So when I pull out a B and a C, I'll have 2, that B goes away, and I'll have 1 C left over. And then 3, and both the B and the C will go away. We can always check by distributing. And 8 times 2 is 16. B, there's 2 C's, C squared. 8 times 3 is 24. BC. Cool. We just checked our answer. Now, let's look at 11 and 12. On 11, I don't see any numbers in front of either one. So, we're not going to have to factor out any numbers. We're going to go straight to the letters. We're basically skipping that first part and going straight to where the letters come out. Both of these do have an A, though. So, let's pull out an A, and that'll just be B minus, and there's only one A there, which is just give us a 1. We can check by multiplying. A times B is AB, and then A times negative 1 is negative A, and that is what we started with. So basically, we're just trying to get to this answer every single time. Now, same thing on 12. I just have a 1 there, and then a 3. If I divide by 1, nothing changes, so let's move straight to the letters. They both have an X, though. This has 2 X's, that just has 1, so we can only pull out 1. That'll be 1X, and this still has a 3, and that 1X is now gone because we divided it out, and it just gets a Y. When you distribute that, x times x is x squared. X times 3x is going to be x times 3y is 3xy. And that's what we started with. All right, flip over to the back. All right, 13. I've got 18 and 48. Once again, I'm going to do the quick way. Math number 9, GCD of 18 and 48 gives me 6. So I'm going to divide them both by 6. So take the number we divided by, put it on the outside parentheses. 18 divided by 6 is 3, and then I'll put all my letters there. And then 48 divided by 6 is 8, and then I'm going to put all my letters there. Now, let's go one letter at a time. They both have an A, right? So we can definitely pull out 1A. This smallest one, it just has a 1, so we can only pull out 1A, so 6A. Now let's look at the B's. This has 1B, this also has 1B, so we can pull out 1B. Now let's look at the C's. This has 2 C's, this has 3 C's, so we can pull out 2. And now we just write what's left over. So it still has that 3. A squared, we pulled out 1, so we just have A. B, we pulled out a B, so the B went away. C squared, and we pulled out C squared, so that C went away. Minus 8, we pulled out the A, that's gone. Pulled out the B, that's gone. C to the third, and we only pulled out 2 of those C's, so this is going to be just a C. All right. 14. 10 and 8. Greatest common factor between both of those is just 2. Divide them both by 2. I'd get 5. put 2 parentheses, 5x squared y squared minus 4xy. Now let's look at the letters. They both have an x and a y. The smallest one just has one x and one y. So I can only pull out one x and one y. When I do that, I'd get still that 5, and I have one x left over there, one y left over there. So xy minus 4, and I pulled out the x and y, so it's just going to be the 4. All right, last one. Number 15. 5x minus 13y. Well, I look, and I don't think there's any factors between 5 and 13. I'm going to go ahead and check that on my calculator. Make sure I'm not just forgetting some values. Oops, sorry. Let's go there. 5, 13. Just tells me 1. If I divide 5 by 1, I still get 5. 13 by 1, I still get 13. Then I look at the letters. I have an x here and a y there. The letters are not the same. So can't divide the numbers. The letters are not the same. So this is one that would actually be prime, because there's nothing I can divide out of both of those values. Now, I want to do just a couple examples when we have 3. When we have 3 terms, what we have to be careful is we have to divide it out of all of those terms. So that 2 goes into 4. It is my smallest value across, so we're going to divide them all by 2. So start out with the numbers first. When I divide it by 2, I get 2 parentheses, and then let's write out all the letters. All right. Now, everybody has an x and a y. The smallest one just has one x and one y, because you have to divide it out of all of them. So let's pull out just one x and one y, and then let's write in what's left. This said x squared, so there was 2 of them. That y went away, so this is just going to be x minus. This x, they just had 1, so that one goes away. But they had 2 y's, so only 1 goes away, so that's just going to be a y. Plus 2 and 1x and 1y, both of those went away. That is my answer. Now, number 17. Last one I'm going to do on the notes. These rest, they're going to be bonus just like on your paper, okay? So I've got a 6, a 14, and a 10. We could do the tree method, or we could use GCD. Now, when you use GCD on your calculator, you can only do 2 numbers at a time. So 6, 14, and that gives me a GCD of 2. I'm going to use that number again in the last number I've got. So math number 9, and I'm going to use 2, and 10. And that will also give me greatest common denominator of 2. So I can divide out 2 from everything. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So put your 2 right there, parentheses, 3 y to the 4th plus 14 divided by 2 is 7 y to the 3rd minus 5y squared. Now, they all have a y. The smallest value of y was a 2, so I can only pull out the smallest value. So 2y squared, and now let's write everything else that's left over. 3y, there was 4, we pulled out 2, so there's 2 left. 7y, there had 3, we pulled out 2, so there's just that 1 left. And then we pulled out both of those y's, so it's just going to be minus 5. Now, the recap. Look at your coefficients first, do the GCF of those. A variable has to be common in all the terms to be a GCF. If it doesn't have the same variable, you cannot do that. If a variable is common in all terms, you have to only take the one with the smallest exponent and to divide all the terms by the GCF to get the remainder in parentheses. All right? I'll explain the assignment just so you know what to do. we're going to work on the first 15 problems. So number 1 all the way through 15, and then 16 through 24 will be bonus. I'll give you up to 2 points apiece. All right? So do the first 15, and then when you get to 16, the rest are just bonus. This is your homework. It's in there, homework 7.5. I hope these notes were helpful. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.